Mga kababayan, listen up. In this era of fake news and twisted truths, the real katotohanan is always the first to get silence. Pero kayo, by joining my YouTube channel membership, you're not just subscribing. You are arming me to stay firstly independent, zero fear, no biases, and ready to fight tooth and nail for our bayan. Imagine this. Your support keeps the fire burning for hard-hitting exposés na walang takot sa powerful na mga tao. Salamat po from the bottom of my heart. Join the hashtag Walk with Land Revolution now and let's build the community that's unstoppable. Sali na guys and let's make waves together. Hoy mga kabataan at mga OFW dyan sa US, Canada, Saudi Arabia, Australia, Japan, Italy, Hong Kong, UAE, Malaysia, UK, Germany, Singapore, Qatar, Kuwait. Oo, kayo dyan sa Toronto, Los Angeles, Riyadh, Sydney, Dubai, New York, Doha, Edmonton, Vancouver, Calgary, London, Abu Dhabi, Winnipeg, Brisbane, Seattle, Chicago, Paris, Auckland, at lahat ng Pilipino sa buong mundo. Welcome back sa ating channel. Our goal is to reach 100,000 subscribers. Kaya hit that subscribe button now, like this video, comment below your thoughts, share it to your friends abroad, and if you're feeling generous, send a super thanks to support more hard-hitting content like this. Para sa higher ad revenue at para makarating sa mas maraming OFW, let's make this viral. Diretso na tayo sa punto mga kaibigan. Ngayon, we are diving into the explosive drama na nagpapakita ng tunay na mukha ng Philippine politics. Si Julius Babaw at Corina Sanchez na nag-deny ng matindi sa 10 million pesos na banat ni Pasig Mayor Vico Soto. That is according to ABS-CBN. Okay, at saka ang COMELEC na iimbestigahan ang 3 senador sa illegal donations mula sa government contractors with a possible hashtag Duterte twist ayon sa MSN.com. Mga kaibigan, this is not just chismis. It's a mirror to our corrupt system. I'll break it down, fact-based, with konting satire, balance analysis, at some witty humor to keep you hooked. No pa sa kalye, let's go. Kape muna po tayo. Feels like a thriller movie, pero real life ito mga kaibigan. Imagine 10 million pesos for an interview. Sana all ma-interview ko rin kayo kahit 1 million pesos lang. Or senators getting dirty money, buckle up. Mga kababayan, let's start with the hot potato. Si Pasig Mayor Vico Soto, ang batang politiko na kilala sa clean governance, nag-post sa Facebook calling out journalists like Julius Babaw and Corina Sanchez for interviewing the Diskaya couple. Sina Sara at Curly Diskaya na involved sa controversial flood control projects sa Pasig ayon sa MSN.com. Ayon sa fresh reports mula sa ABS-CBN at Manila Times, si Vico ay nagpahayag na these interviews smell like paid placements at binanggit pa ang figure na 10 million pesos ayon sa ManilaTimes.net. Imagine 10 million pesos para sa isang lifestyle feature. Parang bayad para sa isang episode na rated Corina o Julius Babaw vlogs. Pero instead of inspiring rags to riches story, it drags to corruption expose. Picture this. Ang Diskayas contractors ng flood control projects worth billions, accused of substandard work na nagdudulot ng baha sa Pasig. Si Sara Diskaya, running for mayor against Vico in 2025, no? Last 2025, conflict of interest match. Si Vico, in his witty, straightforward style, sinabi, pera naman natin itong lahat. Kapag may accomplishment ako, accomplish nyo din po yan. Pero sa kanyang post, he tagged the interviews as suspicious, implying na bayad, no? Yan, according to newsinfo.inquirer.net. Okay, ha? O Julius at Corina, umiyok kayo ba talaga? Or did you choke on your coffee reading that? But seriously, this is no laughing matter. Sa isang side, si Vico has a point. Philippine Media Ethics under Republic Act 6713, Code of Conduct for Public Officials. Pero for journalists, the KBP code prohibits paid endorsements disguised as news. If true, this is environmental journalism. A term we Filipinos know too well. Parang brown envelope sa press con pero upgraded sa 10 million bank transfer. On the other hand, no? Si Julius Babaw at Corina Sanchez deny it vehemently sa kanilang statement sa pep.ph, Manila Standard at Inquirer. There is no such thing as 10 million pesos fee. It's a lifestyle feature to inspire, not a paid ad, according to ManilaStandard.net. They claim it's about the couple's rags to riches story, and Sarah wasn't a candidate yet at the time, no? Fair enough. Journalists have the right to feature stories without payment. But why off the comments off on YouTube? Transparency issue, ha? At si Corina pa, calling Vico's post cyber libel, according to news.info.inquirer.net. Libel laws protect reputations, but public figures like mayors can question media. The highlights, no? The blurred lines between media and politics in the Philippines. Ayon sa CMFR reports, over 50% of media content in election seasons is influenced by political ads. Para sa youth, guys, don't just scroll. Question your sources. For OFWs in Dubai or Toronto, this is why we need vigilant media abroad, no? In the US, FCC regulates paid content. Here, it's Wild West. Ano sa tingin ninyo, mga viewers sa Quezon City, Davao City, Cebu City o sa Hong Kong? Comment down below, paid ba o hindi? Like if you think Vico is right, share if Babaw and Sanchez deserve a fair hearing, and hey, if you are in Riyadh or Sydney, send super thanks to keep this channel going. Your dollars help fight fake news. Pero wait, this 10 million pesos dramatized into bigger corruption, lalo na with contractors involved. Now, let's zoom out to the COMELEC versus Senado showdown. Diretso na tayo sa mas malaking bomba. Ang COMELEC na iimbestigahan ng 3 senador at isang Bulacan. Candidate ba yan o isang congressman? Ayon sa fresh reports mula sa ANC at MSN, no? Dated August 13 to 14, 2025, the Commission on Elections launched a motu proprio investigation into these politicians for receiving campaign donations from government contractors, illegal under Omnibus Election Code, Section 95, which bans contributions from entities with government contracts. No? Penalty, disqualification, or jail time. Imagine the scene, mga kaibigan. 2022 elections pa ito, but resurfacing now ahead of the 2028 elections. Tapos na po ang 2025 midterm election. Contractors donating to senators who then award projects. Coincidence? Parang House of Cards pero Pinoy versions. Senators acting like kings. Pero COMELEC, the wild card joker. O mga senador, baka ang next hearing ay sa Bilibid, not sa Senate Hall. Ha ha ha! But let's be serious, mga kaibigan. Sa pro side, for investigation, transparency is key. No? COMELEC Chair George Garcia is pushing this. saying companies with government deals are barred from donations. In 2022, SOSE reports showed over 5 billion pesos in donations. How many from contractors? This could clean up the system, especially with 2025 elections looming. On the other side, is this political witch hunt? Reports link it to Senate President Chis Escudero's donor getting a government contract. Did Chis commit violations? But facts show it's based on complaints, not vendetta. Now the hashtag Duterte tweets, separate pero related, no? Ex-President Duterte faces criminal complaint for kill senator's remark sa February 2025, alleging inciting sedition. Balance Duterte's jokes or threat, it adds tension to Senate probes pero no direct link to COMELEC's donation case. Policy-wise, this violates anti-corruption laws like RA 3019. In the UK or US, FEC probe similar cases lead to resignations. For Philippine youth, this is why vote wisely. Senators influence laws, but if bought, we're all losers. Parang buying Senate seats with contractor kickbacks, cheaper than 10 million pesos interviews, pero mas mahal ang bayan. Mga OFW sa Jeddah, Dammam o San Francisco, ano kaya kung kayo ang nasa Senado? Comment your dream policy. Subscribe para sa more breakdowns. Like if you want COMELEC to name names, share to your kababayans, no? In Melbourne or Rome, and super thanks for ad support. Linking back, the Diskaya interviews might be tip of the iceberg. Media, politics, money intertwined. Now, deeper policy dive. Mga kababayan, let's infuse some wheat. Si Vico Soto, the millennial mayor, dropping truth bombs like confetti. 10 million pesos banat na nagpa-deny kina Babaw at Sanchez. Parang fairy tale ang contractor na naging inspirational couple pero ending corruption charges. Julius at Corina, if not 10 million pesos, baka 10 million views lang ang habol. But seriously, this exposes media ethics crisis with producers defending the features as unpaid. Flood control projects DPWH data shows 1 trillion pesos but Pasig still floods, no? Ay nako, substandard ba? Because admin filed cases. Contractors say delays due to bureaucracy, no? Vico says accountability first. Kayo sa Qatar at Kuwait, no, sending remittances, your taxes fund this. In Singapore or Japan, such scandals lead to quick probes. Here, it's Senate hearings na walang katapusan. Hashtag Duterte Angulo. His era's drug war now ICC bound, and this sedition complained over Senator kill joke. Duterte reduce crime rates, mga kaibigan. Stats show 20% drop, but at what cost? AG case versus order. From change is coming to probe is coming. Mga viewers sa Makati, Paranaque o Honolulu, ano ang next scandal? Comment down below. Like, share, super thanks. Goal natin mga kababayan, 100,000 subscribers para mas malakas ang voice natin abroad. To wrap up mga kababayan the Vico Babaw Sanchez feud shows media's role in politics. 10 million pesos or not, transparency wins. COMELEC's probe on 3 senators, a step toward clean elections. Pero watch for biases with Duterte's separate legal woes, adding spies. Both sides have merits, pero the people suffer most. Kayo sa Manila, Davao, Cebu, o sa Las Vegas, New York, Vancouver, subscribe now. Like, comment your takes, share to OFW groups, and send super thanks para sa higher ad revenue at mas maraming content like this. Sali na sa membership mga kaibigan for exclusives. Salamat at mag-iingat kayo lagi. #WalkWithLife at mabuhay ang Pilipinas.